Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Lord PeteyTV here to give you another little update of information coming up about Mythic Plus Season 2. Now this video is going to be coming out on Monday, which is the 1st, and I just wanted to make sure I kind of spoke to you all about the information that we have in front of us. All right, so first of all, we're going to take a minute to say make sure you hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch, and make sure you check us out every single time we go live, every single Monday through Friday. When around between 3 and 4, and we usually go till about 11 or so. For all of next week, we're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways and stuff, so make sure you are all there in the chat. So quickly, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the Mythic Plus dungeon pool, the affix changes, generally about the loot table changes, things like that, so you all have an idea of how things are and where things are going. So, first thing we're going to talk about is like the dungeon pool. What we're going to be seeing is Black and Night Hollow, Holes Infusion, Uldaman, Legacy of Tyr, uh, Netharius, Freehold, Underrot, Netharian's Lair, and Vortex Pinnacle. Now, as you know, a couple of those things that are in that information are things we've already seen before. Freehold was from Battle from Azeroth. Same thing with Underrot. Legion was Netharian's Lair, and Vortex Pinnacle was from Cataclysm. So a lot of those dungeons, I'm just going to talk generally about them. A lot of them have been either taken a look at, reworked, or something like that. So we have mostly videos that have all been posted on the channel itself about all the new dungeons from uh, from um, from Dragonflight that when they came out in the beginning of the what's it called, the beginning of the expansion. But I'm gonna end up probably doing some more talking about the new things and the changes that's happening in those four dungeons in the course of the next week or so. Just so everybody knows. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the loot table involving Dragonflight. So, right now, at the end of 2 dungeon, when you complete it, you're going to be getting a 402 type of piece of loot that drops, and then your vault is going to give you 415s. And then it's going to range all the way up to your 20 keys. Your 20 keys are going to be giving you 431s, and then your vault is going to give you 447s. Just so everyone has a kind of a general idea of what is going on and what's happening. So it's going to be a little bit of a jump, but it's not going to be that crazy substantial. But at the same time, it's going to be large enough that you're going to still want to push those larger keys to get your maximum, vault loot. Now they've changed a lot of the loot systems within this, so we'll probably end up talking about those too. If not, I'm going to make another video based on them because crafting is involved. There's a little bit of other things that are kind of interwoven. So we'll take a look at that as soon as we kind of go through here. The affixes, what they've ended up doing is they've ended up changing a lot of the affixes and the placement of where everything is. Tyrannical and Fortified are still there, and they're always going to be there. As for the other 2 levels of affixes, they move the locations of them. It's now going to be affixes are going to be at level 7 and level 14. That way, people that are coming in aren't going to have such an issue with having multiple affixes like we did before, being that they were at 4 and 7. Now they've retired and gotten rid of explosive, quaking, and grievous, which is really nice because quaking would rock people all the time when it wasn't supposed to. Explosive, which is they're just so annoying. They tried to rework it and it just didn't work the way that it was supposed to. I wouldn't be surprised if they work on that, put it back to PTR, and then put it out to everybody else. And Grievous was just so annoying for healers. So anyway, yeah, they ended up doing that. Now, the periodic affixes, they've ended up taking those and grouping them together, kind of together on uh, level 7, which is afflicted, incorporeal, volcanic, entangling, and storming. So those are going to be there, and then your affixes, which are going to trigger either because of distance of where you are or because of health of the of the person and all those other things. So we got spiteful, raging, bursting, bolstering, sanguine. So it really they've taken a moment to kind of uh figure out exactly where they're going to be sitting with these affixes and kind of put them in a place which is going to be good for people in general, which I really really like. Um, they've ended up changing some affixes, and as always, we're getting a lot of this information from Wowhead. So spiteful, they had the melee damage reduced, and that's really nice. Raging no longer grants a damage bonus, so that's pretty nice. Bolstering no longer increases the health of the affected enemies, and sanguine now is 8 seconds shorter, which is nice. So those things are going to really, really, really help. I mean, I'm not going to lie if I sit here and tell you spiteful is one of the reasons why I did not do melee anymore, because I think that spiteful is one of the harder affixes for me personally to kind of deal with, because you're trying to dodge a million things, then you got to dodge a spiteful. It really, really got annoying and very, very difficult to deal with. Now, as everyone knows, you have the 3 new affixes that came out. So you have your afflicted, which on random times you're gonna get the soul that appears while in combat. That soul cast is uninterruptible for a cry, and it will reduce all players' haste by 100% for 10 seconds. Now this soul will have these debuffs on them. It's gonna have curse spirit, poison spirit, disease spirit on it. So if you end up dispelling one of those, then it'll go away. Or you can heal it to max health and it'll stop and despawn. You can line of sight the afflicted cry though. Just something to think of. All right. Entangling. That means that you're gonna end up getting this plant underneath the player, and it's gonna cause you to have a slow of 30%. And this slow, it's kind of interesting that we're going to be getting it, because the slow is the same thing that you get from, I don't know if you remember the Mista Pandaria farms. So you get those those plants that you have to snap the roots for. Same deal. And then incorporeal, periodically a corporal being will come out of nowhere, and it will continuously cast the stabilize, reducing a player's uh player damage healing by 50%. And it lasts 20 seconds. Now you can CC the mobs, so something to kind of think of. And then lastly, season rewards are pretty much the same as they were before. Portals at 20. You're gonna get your KSM at 2K. KSH is at 2500. I'm assuming all the upgrades and stuff are gonna be similar. Like I said, we'll talk about that in another time. And yeah, and they ended up doing a lot of changes and stuff with all of the other classes. So it's really going to be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what this season is going to bring. I mean, I can do dungeons all day long and I love them, but it's gotten to the point now where I'm kind of just like, can we go? Can we get some new dungeons? I'm kind of tired of these. Can we please move along? Come on, let's get going here. And I think this is a really good time frame to help bring people back in, and I'm kind of excited to see the raid. I'm going in very blind because I don't know anything about it. I have to do a little bit of research, and like we did with the other videos, we'll post our kills like we have for normal and heroic probably pretty quickly, and then mythic you'll start seeing them, and I'll start doing commentary on those so people know what's going on. So this is kind of interesting what's happening, and we're going to be doing lots and lots of mythic pluses in chat. So if anyone really wants to come in and hang out and see, by all means stop in. So once again, Lord PeteyTV here. We're on Twitch every single Monday through Friday between 3 and 11. This week is going to be a very chill, relaxed week, and we're going to do a bunch of keys. We're going to be chatting, probably doing some Jedi Survivor, doing some giveaways for Jedi Survivor, giving away some, some transmog stuff out of the shop. And then, we're going to be having some fun. So make sure you check out that Twitch channel, and I'll see you all soon. All right. I love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.